everyone. Today we'll be interviewing our STUCO candidates for upper secondary. The host today will be me, Jesslyn, and Farrell.
And before we dive a little further to our nitty-gritty, maybe we'll start with a little introduction. So please, Keira, introduce yourself.
So, hello everyone, my name is Alexis Keira Angelica, but you can call me Keira, and I am a student from JC1. My hobbies include various things that are related to literature, such as reading and writing, but I also relatively enjoy music, as well as I am an overall lover of sleep.
Right, so a healthy body, healthy mind. Next up, have you had any prior experience as student council president or maybe a student council member?
Yes, in fact, I have had two experiences in the past. I was lower secondary STUCO president during the year of 2021 until 2022 when I was in secondary 2. And last year, I was also the head of division for the spiritual and nationality division for 2022 until 2023.
So, what is your vision for the school as possible STUCO president?
My vision personally for this school is to create this environment that is inclusive and comfortable for students and teachers alike, so we all feel at home, but we also continuously feel supported and true to ourselves in the process.
Right, so an inclusive and comfy environment for everybody in the school. Now, let's say if you actually became a student council president, what kind of events would you make?
I do have several programs or ideas of programs actually, but I have this one main program idea that is a program in which the students actually get to decide the activities that they will do, and we will facilitate them with their suggestions, such as, for example, students that enjoy playing board games can play board games, and students that enjoy like more physical activities such as having like little treasure hunts or like searches around the school or outside of the school area, we can also facilitate that as well, so that it creates this idea and sense of choice for the students, so that they believe that they actually have an impact in this environment and are able to make a change as well.
So, why are you interested in the position of becoming another STUCO president?
I'm personally interested in this position because I have this, the vision that I mentioned earlier of creating the school environment into something that caters what both the students and the teachers might need. And by having that vision, I would need to be in a position that could actually make these sort of changes and improvements to the area. And hence, I am running for STUCO president this year in hopes of being able to fulfill those goals and bringing the comfortable environment that I was speaking of earlier.
Right, so vision turned reality, but of course, as student council president, you have more workload placed upon yourself. And how will you manage your time with such a workload?
I have several ideas on how I will be managing my time, but mainly it will be to finish my homework and my assignments as soon as possible, especially when they are given in class. So I will finish it either on the due date or on the due date of the day in the class, or I will ensure to finish it on the day that it is given, so that I will have more free time to be either planning events or arranging the programs and collecting the ideas for what might be a future event in the school.
If you become STUCO president, how would you lead your STUCO members?
As STUCO president, I will try to always encourage my members to communicate and always express their ideas. So I will try to meet with them, hopefully around once a week or at least once a month. And I will create a group chat with them so that we will be able to constantly and consistently communicate our ideas or possible suggestions and input, so that we can brainstorm whenever and wherever in order to create the programs and events that are needed by the students.
Right, but speaking of programs, how would you promote this school as a student council leader?
Personally, I would create certain programs such as festivals that actually display our school's talents, such as let's say facilitating band performances, as we have music ECA at the school, and that could be used as exposure for our school towards the rest of the world, and then we are able to promote our talents and showcase our skills so that people might actually be interested and they will know about the name of our school more.
Do you have any ambitions on creating an anti-bullying program?
Personally, I do not have specific ambitions on creating an anti-bullying program, but as I am working towards a comfortable community in which everyone can feel included as well as free to speak their own mind and ideas, I also will try to promote the anti-bullying programs so they will so that everyone will have their own room, so they will have their own space to express and communicate, and also so that they will feel included in all the interactions around school.
Right, speaking of bullying, how would you deal with conflicts?
First of all, when it comes to dealing with conflicts, we have to look at the root of the situation. We couldn't just step in and hope for the best and hope it all ends up well. We will have to take a step back first and clear our minds so that it will be rational thinking that will come out instead of just impulsive thoughts at the moment. And we can take a moment to ourselves. Personally, I'd like to spend a little bit of time reflecting on my actions as well as their actions to understand why this conflict happened and possibly figure out a solution as to how to resolve the conflict.
Where should we choose you to become a STUCO president?
You should choose me to become your STUCO president because I will be here to listen, and you can quite literally communicate to me anytime you want, and I will be there to listen to all your ideas or possible suggestions, and I will fight for a way to include your proposals into our school program so that we can all have this sense of freedom and choice in the school's activities instead of feeling as though we are being controlled by an external oppressive environment.
Right, so last but not least, any closing remarks from our president candidate?
Of course, my first closing remark would be to vote for me, but at the end of the day, it is your choice, and that is all that I stand for, that it is your choice on what you want to do and who you want to vote for, and I just hope that you stay true to yourself and you will constantly strive towards a better day. Thank you.
Okay, so that wraps it out for today. Thank you all for listening to today's Banda podcast. And an extra special thanks to our interviewee, Alexis Keira Angelica. Thank you very much for lending us your time. It was a novel experience, and we'll see you guys on our next episode. Thank you.